Hello, welcome to how to play Star Wars Galaxies. Hopefully this will be a really quick tutorial. I just wanted to briefly go through and actually show you how to travel on the land in this game. We already covered starports and shuttle ports, but as far as vehicles and mounts, we haven't really covered that yet. Um, Mounts are actual animals that you get turned into a kind of like a horse. They have a saddle. You ride them, and you take them across the land, and that's what they are. They're a little faster than you can walk. They might even be a little faster than people if they have like a burst run, but they're not the fastest way to travel in game. The nicest thing about them is if they die or they get shot by a player or something, they're not dead. They come back, they're fine. So that is the nicest thing about them, is you're not going to worry about them getting destroyed. So I'll go and open mine. He's in my data pad. You call him. The downside to mounts nowadays is when you call them, you instantly are on top of them. There's not a call them, let them sit there, or they'll follow you. As you see, I'm running around. He's a lot faster than me walking. He may not be as fast as me with my force run, but that's just the way it goes. But you walk around, he's pretty fast. Now you can also, I haven't really touched on this either. Let's say you get really tired of holding the arrow key to run, and you are done pressing it. Maybe you're using a weight on the keyboard to make yourself just run forever. On your keyboard, there's a button that says number lock. It's on the number side on the right side of your keyboard. Press that num lock. Right now, my hands are not touching the keyboard. Number lock in this game is what is used to make your character just walk. You just go. You don't do anything else, and he will keep going until he runs into an obstacle. You can just use the mouse to start guiding then if you don't want to actually use the keyboard one bit to maneuver, and that's it. And you just push the button again. Either push number lock again to stop it, or just any key for direction, you'll stop. If you get off, your mount is stored. That's pretty much it. Now there's other vehicles in the game. If you really need to do some traveling and you don't want to have to do any kind of running, or I called that vehicle again. Unfortunately, all I've got are some more rare vehicles in my data pad, but there's a lot of vehicles in this game. Especially, there's a lot from the trading card game you can get. Vehicles, though, when you call them, they stay there until you get on top of them. And here you'll see they pick up some speed and off they go. Not extremely fast, but compared to walking around everywhere, it's the fastest way to travel. When this game first came out, this was the only way you could go around, was to walk. There were no mounts, there were no vehicles. You walked everywhere, and player cities didn't even exist yet. So, be glad you actually have these mounts and you can actually go around wherever you want. Going up hills, not really a problem. Not for vehicles. Maybe when you're low level and you're trying to walk yourself, they may, mountains may be a problem, but that's it. You on there. Also too, you may have seen me do this a couple times. I'm not sure. If you want to open a radial key to an object, like say to this house here, and there's a button called the tilde key. On the keys on the back of your key, on the top of your keyboard, the 1 through 9, 0, and the same ones that do your actions down here. The tilde key is the button to the left of the number 1. It's kind of a little squiggly line. If you're on top of an item and you press that, you'll open up the radial key. This only works on actual objects that are outside of your data pad or anything like your inventory. So tilde key that, and you can actually examine things. Or same thing with your mount here, or your vehicle, tilde key on it, and you can enter and exit, or tilde key and store. And that's pretty much, that's vehicles. As I said, there's a number of vehicles out here in the game. Some of the cool ones out. You can actually have multiple people in. There's actually room in here, I think, for 8 people. 2, 4, 6, and 8. And you can have a group of 8 people is the most you can have in a group, and you can travel around in it. So it's a nice way that if you're in a big group, you're trying to get to the same place, you don't want a bunch of people taking all their own sweet time, you can actually get everybody there at one time. So till next time, hope you enjoy this. This is a real basic introduction to vehicles and mounts. I just haven't talked about it and wanted all you to know that it does exist. And mounts can be cheap to buy from other players. You can get them free also in on uh, the planet Kashyyyk from quests. Vehicles you can get free starting on the planet. There's a quick quest that gets you a free vehicle. It's a crappy vehicle, but it's a vehicle. But vehicles are pretty cheap. You can get some pretty good ones from some players. You might even get them for free if somebody's nice enough to give them to you. So see you guys next time, and I hope you enjoyed it.